What's up, guys? Was just cruising Facebook Marketplace and found a new hood and tailgate for like 200 bucks total for both, and they're in great shape. So I'm gonna drive out and go grab those before anybody else gets them, and that way I don't have to deal with all the rust and other crap that my truck has. So obviously the whole thing's either gonna get wrapped or painted, so it should look pretty good, and way less body work. So super stoked on that. I'm headed out there right now to go pick those up.
No limits, no ceiling, no crown, no pressure gonna hold me down. No stopping till I break every rule. No limits to what I can do. Nowhere is too far away.
New hood and the tailgate's under that, so super stoked. Super clean, ready for the truck. We'll start with the tailgate, but here's my problem. So it's supposed to look like this, where you can screw the bottom bracket of the tailgate on, and not like this, all rusted out. So I think I'm gonna put the bracket on, I'm gonna weld the bracket on, and then everything else, the screw holes are still there, and then it should fold up. The reason why we bought a new tailgate is you can see mine is all rusted out all the way down, and then on this side somebody bondoed the crap out of it, so it's just a mess. So we are gonna put the new one on, and then it'll look like a Frankenstein because it'll be 5 different colors, but we'll get it all figured out. Working on flaring the fenders. I think this is how I'm gonna do it. I originally bought a bunch of this square tubing that I was gonna try and stuff in there. I thought it'd look a little cleaner, but it's just not big enough. That was only 3 inches and I really need 4+. So what I've done is I've measured from here to here and it was 4 inches. So I'm just gonna widen everything out 1 inch all the way up and down. And then that, I mean, you can already see that is already sticking out a lot wider, so it's gonna match how far that sticks out. So really happy with that, and we'll keep going. Okay, I got all those in. You can kind of see my weld marks. I just threw a little bit of black spray paint on those so they wouldn't rust. But obviously all this is gonna get cleaned up even more, and they're just tacked. But they turned out good. So it's a little bit wider. Looks nice. So now that the hood and the tailgate are on, we're gonna get these fenders fully mounted and build some brackets and go from there. So I think I'm gonna run, you know, a bolt here, and then 3 down this side, and then 1 underneath. So I'm gonna need to build 2 brackets here. I've got some extra square tubing that I'm gonna use to build those brackets, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so I made these little brackets and they sit in here. Let's see if I can, there it goes. Sit like this up in there. So that'll be what I bolt the fender to. And then I also got these little screws put in to hold it up top. That'll be nice and clean and allow the hood to shut. Okay, I got those all polished up. See the threads in there. Looking good. So I'm gonna get this pulled off, the fender pulled off, and then we can get these welded in. That's what those look like. Finished and sitting on the car. So that's what holds the front of the fender. Then I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3 here, and then I've got 3 holes across here. So that'll be plenty for that super light fender, but should look good. Okay, got all the mounts built. You can see I've spray painted them, that's why they look wet. But that's kind of how those look. Really happy with them. I like the flat surface so that it, you know, gives it a good body washer so nothing's gonna crack. And I think they kind of tuck up nice and nobody's gonna see them. So look really good and happy with how it turned out. So I'll get the fender on. All done. So this side's all done. Got them all in. And this side is all done as well. So looks good. These are nice because these are the fiberglass fenders. And this was I gotta fix that. That came with how the fenders came, but I don't think it happened on this side. So yeah, just got to touch up a few things, but obviously they're 3 inches wider, so now that'll give it a wider stance. And then once the 37-inch tires are back on it, this will look really good and stanced out and poking nice. And then I'm going to get a grill this week and do all that. This hood is a little bit wonky. You can tell this side sticks up. I'm not really sure what to do about that. I know these old bodies are kind of like that, so I may just have to put shims and get all the body lines to line up, but that's obviously going to be when we get closer to paint, because this thing has a ton of body work that it needs done, but we are getting way closer. So super excited. Thanks for watching. Like, tell your friends, subscribe, whatever you want. Just want to get this thing done. So really appreciate you guys checking it out. Thank you so much.